Tim Young is with me in the studio, and it's 2019.
It is.
Morning.
Good morning, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, etc., etc.
Et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. You cold?
It's pretty fresh. Do you know what reminds
This
me?
is a fridge.
Reminds me of going to the cinema. You know when you go to the cinema and it's freezing, you always got to take your cinema jacket.
Yeah. A
So-
cinema jacket.
Yep.
You
Not
have
so
a
you have-
jacket just for the cinema.
Wow, it doubles up for a few other things like going outside and stuff.
Right, okay.
I just
okay.
made that up.
Yeah.
Listen to the radio. I think I might have an extreme heat timetable today.
Really?
Yeah, just do half the work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that would be well received?
Well, it's first day back, so I say, look, just getting through my emails.
Oh.
So I'm having a bit of a book on how many emails I have in my inbox too.
Really?
I'm going for somewhere between 1,000 and 1,200.
That's nothing.
Well, go on. What's your record?
Well, at the moment in my inbox, there's 1,018.
You're not a great example, eh?
Unread 485. best to ring me, not send an email. But let me just go to my deleted items folder.
Yeah.
On the email. Items 52,673. Unread 41,393.
So that's about 75% of emails you just don't read and delete.
Absolutely.
You're an inspiration.
Thank you.
Yeah, because my plan is just to go shift control. What was it? Shift click and then shift click at the bottom and delete them all.
Shift. Right. So you just do
yeah.
block things.
Because the way I see it is, I've been away for nearly 4.5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that's important has already been handled.
You hope.
Well, we'll find out, won't we? Because I'll delete all the emails.
I will say a lot of those, the 52,000. It's not that there's a lot of people who want to get in contact with me. I'm on mailing lists for things like all the emergency events that happen, and I get them from all around the state. The Weather Bureau alerts and all that sort of stuff. So you get them from South Australia as well as Victoria and
everywhere.
Yeah, and some mornings you come in and it's like this morning. Over the weekend, there's a lot of small fires.
Yeah.
It's just chock-a-block.
Do you get messages saying your inbox is too big or you're oversized?
Used to.
And so what's happened?
I don't know. They changed it, and now I've got 2 years' worth of emails.
Yeah.
And there's 52,000 of them.
So there you go, everyone. Call Steve, don't email him.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was listening to the news when the stuff's on about the festival, the Rainbow Serpent Festival, and I sort of put that in the same bracket as New Year's. I think once you reach about, maybe it's 25,
Right.
I couldn't think of anything worse.
So you don't do New Year's?
No. Do you?
Come on. Yeah, of course.
You do not.
I do.
I
I
can
stay
see-
up late.
What, 9:30?
Well,
Yeah.
quarter past.
Yeah, that's right. It's just such a non-event. It has been since I was 20. And I was listening to the fact that the Rainbow Serpent was starting last Friday. Now, what was the temperature last Friday? 40?
39 was the forecast.
Right, but it got there?
Oh, I think it got over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
And that was Ballarat. That wasn't Lexington. Lexington would be a bit warmer.
Would it?
You'd have to think, yeah.
So 40 plus degrees,
You'd think.
out in a tent, in a field,
Yes.
eating rubbish food,
With electronic music playing.
electronic music. So some kid with a laptop. So,
Yeah.
what? Hang on, we're not going to get in another musical debate about... he hasn't even got records.
How do you know? You haven't
Well,
been there.
I've seen some on the television.
They do sculptures, though, as
What-
well.
what do you mean?
There's things to look at. There's lights. There's other stuff.
Still 40 degrees and you're in a tent.
Yeah, I know.
And a portaloo.
Yeah, I know. Dust.
Dust, that'd get me. No showers. Anyway.
All right. It's all right.
I just want to have a quick crow if I can.
You can.
Australians of the Year.
Right.
I picked that in mid-December. Remember?
Yeah.
I said it was the highlight of my year. Obviously, the selection committee, big fans of the show.
Which is the Jewel Awards for the two guys who were doing the cave diving.
Yeah, Craig Challen and, how sad's that? I've forgotten the other bloke's name. Richard Harris. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Warrnambool for 3 weeks. It was lovely down there. I know you're a big fan of Warrnambool.
Where were you staying?
At one of the larger places down the end of Patobe Road.
Okay, the caravan park type place? No, right, okay.
the hotel.
Oh, you were doing the flash one.
Yeah.
Do many Warrnamboolians stay in the hotel?
I didn't meet any. No.
They all stay in the caravan park.
It's fun. It's a funny thing, isn't it? They all go from their homes, which are solid and air conditioned, and stay in canvas tents down by the sea.
Yeah.
It's a strange phenomenon. Being on holiday, big news in my world. I actually got to finish a book with words in it and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was longer than Fox in Socks.
It was. And Spot the Dog and all those other ones.
Yeah.
I actually posted that on Facebook that I finished a book, and I tell you, I reckon I got about 60 comments, all, Spot the Dog, or Bill and Ben. And,
Yeah.
But
All
no.
the usual things. What was the book?
The book was called The Siege. It was about the Lindt Cafe siege.
Ah, okay.
So it was very well written.
So it wasn't a novel.
No,
It was a...
very well researched and well written
Okay.
account of what happened in the aftermath and whatnot.
Okay.
Uh,
You've had a big year already, haven't you?
I know, and it's only January 29. I need another holiday. But hey, we only have to make it through to April.
Why?
Well, with my roster, the way it works, I can take one day off in April and get 12 days off. How good's that?
Can you just explain?
Well, because it's one of those years where Anzac Day is right next to Easter.
Ah, okay.
And then because of the way my roster works, it just so happens that this year, because Easter's next to Anzac Day, I have to take one day of leave to get 12 days off.
Right.
So I just have to make it through to April.
I'm going to have to look at the calendar.
Yeah.
I'll get it in.
That's
Like
what you haven't
7
already.
o'clock. Hang on.
That's
Excuse me. I'm just busy for the
That's
next
right.
few minutes.
I'll just keep talking. Yeah.
1 day off and 12 days in a row.
Yeah, I mean, that includes weekends and public holidays and whatnot as well, don't forget.
That's pretty good.
Oh, no, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, not at work
Okay.
for 12 days.
No.
So,
Maybe I've taken the wrong day off.
Yeah,
Because I've taken the day off after Anzac Day.
yeah, mine is, I think the one I need is the one between Anzac Day and Easter.
Okay.
Off the top of my head, I could be wrong. But
All right.
I better talk about what I came in to talk about. Learning my,
Because I've got to get to anniversaries as well.
how long have I got?
A minute and a half.
Right, learning my limitations over summer.
Yes.
So as you get older, there are things you don't want to do anymore.
Yes.
Music festivals,
Right.
large crowds.
Evening events on end of year.
That's
sort
right.
of thing,
Yeah, that's right.
Standing around waiting for a kiss, apparently.
Oh yeah,
That was the topic of conversation in the office after.
really.
Yeah, New Year's Eve. Everyone's, who needs a kiss?
No, that's right. Moving on. I can't stay up unless I find a movie really engaging. I can't stay up through the whole thing. So I'm gonna come up with a new rating system instead of stars. Is how many minutes Tim can stay awake during the
Right,
movie.
okay. On a percentage or minutes?
No, I've got here. So Avatar,
Yeah.
25 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. 1 minute he's like, in my eyes, 1 minute he was human, the next minute he was a giant blue thing with a tail. Because I missed 3/4 of the movie.
Yep.
But Blues Brothers.
Do you know, just on Avatar quickly, I started watching it like you, I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
I got to the point where there was some mineral that they wanted to mine but they couldn't get, and it was called unobtainium.
Was that it, was it?
When it was unobtainium, it was like, I can't do this.
No.
That's not possible that someone could be so lazy as to come up with that as the name.
I
for
know.
the
Millions and
mineral.
millions of dollars on everything else in the movie. What are we going to call it?
Unobtainium.
Square peg, round hole. Don't do it. But for example, Blues Brothers, entire movie. All right, great movie. But the thing is, there's things you want to do that you
Such
can't.
as?
Rides at fairs. So you know the carnival at Potato Road.
Yep.
There's a giant sort of vertical centrifuge thing called the Hangover,
Yes.
and I got conned by my other half to go on this.
Yes.
And you sit in this car and you get shot around, and you end up about 60 metres off the ground, or 50 maybe off the ground, and it stops and you hang there. And I thought it'd be all right. Hated every second of it.
Yeah.
Every second of it. When your bum comes out of the seat and you're being held on by nothing but the shoulder straps,
Not a good feeling.
uncool.
Yeah, very
Uncool.
uncool. I sent my son on one of those rides.
What's-
I picked the worst one. I said, go on.
Yeah.
You'll be right. I dare you.
How old is he?
He's 11.
Yeah, nice, yeah. He would have loved it.
Well, he actually had this kind of bored look on his face every time he came around.
Oh, is that put on though?
I don't know. He enjoyed it in the end, but yeah.
I just remember-
I picked the most violent-looking ride that he was allowed legally to go on. He went on. He did
Junior's
it.
high, yeah. I remember just screaming out, I don't like this.
Yeah. Yes. Was there anything else you want to do that you can't?
No, look, well, there's plenty of that. Can't, exercise, generally stuff like that. So just the ride. And afterwards I said, I remember, as if to reinforce the fact I'm getting old, I said, I just need to sit down for a bit. and then we got home. Then we got home and I doubled down and had a nice hot cup of tea.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
Sounds very familiar.
Yeah,
Very
doesn't it?
familiar. Now, speaking of old things,
yeah.
anniversaries.
Oh, God, I've missed this.
1856, Queen Victoria issued a warrant under the Royal Sign Manual That's what it says here. I'm not sure what that means. Established the Victoria Cross to recognise acts of valour by British military personnel during the Crimean War. So it was on this day that the Victoria Cross came into being. Carl Benz patented the first successful gasoline-driven automobile on this day, 1886. And in 1980, the Rubik's Cube made its international debut at the Ideal Toy Corp in Earls Court, London.
We've discussed the Rubik's Cube.
Fantastic device. For birthdays, 1880, W.C. Fields. Would have been having a birthday today. Right. 1939, Jermaine Greer. 1945, yep. Tom Selleck. David Byron.
No.
Uriah Heep, lead singer.
No?
Okay. 1947. Tommy Ramone, one of the Ramones from 1949. Oprah Winfrey, 1954, having a birthday. Heather Graham, American actress, having a birthday, born on this day in 1970. But number one in Australia, 1981, was this song, John Lennon, Just Like Starting Over.